I'm joined now by One Nation Chief of Staff James Ashby and Senior Fellow of the Menzies Research Centre, Nick Cater. We'll start, if we can, with those workplace laws coming in today. In addition to the so-called right to disconnect, there's been a clampdown on the use of independent contractors and easier pathways for casuals. I fear, though, casuals becoming more permanent will lead to businesses not hiring casuals. The reform's been described as hellishly complex, and the talk is from experts that it will undermine productivity. James, the biggest issue for me in all of this, really, and I think the contacting workers over the weekend, that's just a distraction. It's the industry-wide bargaining rules. We've got more than 11,000 companies falling into administration during the last financial year. I fear that's going to make things worse.
Yeah, it certainly will. This has come as a huge shock to a lot of businesses just in the last 24 hours. A lot of businesses still are coming to terms with the fact that these legislative changes have come into effect. A lot of those businesses are having to have sit-down conversations with their employees right now and say to them, look, under the terms that the government have set for us, we can't keep you on as a casual. Therefore, you'll lose your 25% loading. They come across as the employer as the bad guys because they're stripping these people who need much needed extra funds, especially in this cost of living crisis that we're having at the moment, and saying to them, listen, you're going to have to forego your 25% loading. We're going to have to put you on as a permanent casual or permanent part-timer or as a permanent. And that may not just suit so many households, especially with the way that families operate today, whether you're a single mum or a single dad that can only do those hours that the kids are at school. But it also might suit you if you're a pensioner who only wants to earn a couple of extra dollars a week. All of a sudden that conversation has to be had to say, we've got to change your entire way you work for us. So this not only impacts the business, but the employee as well. And there's going to be some pretty hard discussions for both the employer and employee over the next coming months. This is going to end up resulting in some factions within the workplace, but it's also going to end up in people losing jobs over time as well. The full effects of this won't be known for some time, I'd say within the next 12 months.